Lucia's Journey, Discovering the Inner Light. Chapter 1. The Call of Silence. Lucia was an intelligent and sensitive young woman living in a vibrant metropolis, surrounded by towering skyscrapers, blaring horns, and a fast-paced routine. Each day, she raced from professional commitments to social media, household chores, and personal goals. On the surface, her life appeared successful. A stable job, a circle of friends, a full schedule brimming with tasks and achievements. Yet, behind the smiles and hectic rhythm, a silent restlessness lingered. Amid the city's constant noise, a sound that had become nearly imperceptible, like background music played so long it fades into nothingness, Lucia felt something essential slipping through her fingers. It was as though a part of her lay dormant, waiting to be awakened. One night, longing to escape the chaos, Lucia climbed to the rooftop of her building. The sky was clear, scattered with stars that seemed to whisper ancient truths. There, wrapped in the stillness of the night and the vastness of the heavens, a thought surfaced with clarity. Who am I truly beyond the roles I play, the tasks I complete, and the expectations that surround me? That simple yet profound question stirred something deep within her. For the first time in a long while, Lucia paused to listen to her own soul. And now, I ask you, dear reader, have you ever asked yourself this question? Have you ever searched in silence for what lies beyond the routine and the appearance of things? That night marked the beginning of a transformative journey, and perhaps it might be the same for you. Chapter 2. The Meeting with the Teacher. Driven by that growing inner longing, Lucia felt an irresistible urge to seek answers beyond the obvious. One afternoon, she decided to visit a place she hadn't stepped into in years. An old library nestled in the heart of the city, known for its warm atmosphere and rare spiritual book collection. As she entered the quiet space, filled with the distinct scent of old pages and polished wood, a feeling of familiarity embraced her, as if she had returned to a forgotten home. While browsing the shelves, lined with works on philosophy, spirituality, and science, her gaze landed on a thick book with a sky blue cover and golden letters. The Urantia book. Compelled by a near instinctive curiosity, she carefully pulled it from the shelf and began to flip through the pages. Very early on, she came across Paper 2, The Nature of God. As she read, it felt as though each word touched something deep within her. One sentence, in particular, seemed to glow on the page. God is the universal Father, the source of love and eternal life. That phrase resonated like a long-lost truth, stirring emotions she hadn't realized were there. A gentle warmth spread across her chest, as if she were finally reconnecting with a part of herself that had been waiting to be heard. Eager to understand more, Lucia searched for study groups related to the book and soon found a small spiritual community that met weekly to explore its teachings. It was there she met Elias, an elderly man with white hair and calm eyes, whose wisdom and kindness left a lasting impression on everyone he encountered. In one of the meetings, Elias patiently explained that, according to Paper 2 of the Urantia book, God is not a distant or indifferent entity. On the contrary, He is unchanging, eternal, personal, and infinitely loving. More than that, He dwells within every human being as a living, silent, and constant presence. With a warm smile, he looked into Lucia's eyes and said, "You are the daughter of a divine Father who knows you deeply and longs to connect with you every moment. He is not far, He is within you, simply waiting to be heard." That revelation echoed in her soul like a sacred invitation to reconnect with the divine. And now, I invite you to reflect. Have you ever considered the possibility that God lives within you, silently, patiently waiting to be rediscovered? Chapter 3. The Inner Journey. Deeply moved by Elias's wise words and the welcoming message of the Urantia book, Lucia felt something stir within her. It was as though, for the first time in ages, she had been handed a map to explore the vast and sacred terrain of her own soul. Inspired by this newfound clarity, she began a sincere journey of self-discovery and spiritual reconnection. Her first step was to introduce meditation into her daily routine. At first, it was a struggle. Her mind, accustomed to the daily rush, resisted stillness. Restless thoughts, worries, and internal noise seemed to crowd every attempt at peace, but Lucia persevered. With each meditation session, she grew more trusting, not in search of immediate answers, but simply seeking the inner space where she could truly listen, not to the world, but to the quiet whisper of her own essence. Over time, her practice deepened. One calm morning, as she breathed slowly and sank into her inner stillness, she felt a new kind of presence. It was like a blanket of peace enfolding her. From within that loving silence, a message arose, clear and profound. I am with you always. Trust in me. These words didn't come from outside. They emerged from the very core of her being. And in that moment, Lucia understood. She was not alone. She never had been. The divine presence, the Universal Father described in paper 2, lived within her, silent, patient, and infinitely loving. This experience changed the way she viewed the world. What once appeared as obstacles became valuable lessons. Each challenge turned into an opportunity for inner growth. Even those she once found difficult to relate to were now seen with compassion, as reflections of the same divine love that had touched her. With growing clarity, Lucia realized that aligning her will with the will of the Universal Father gave her life a deeper meaning. She was no longer driven solely by duty or external pressures, but by an inner strength that offered her guidance, peace, and purpose. And you? Have you ever tried silencing the world around you to hear the voice of your own spirit? Have you felt that quiet presence that loves you beyond comprehension and patiently guides you? Perhaps like Lucia, it's time to look within and discover that true light doesn't come from outside but shines from within, waiting only to be recognized. Chapter 4. Sharing the Light. As the months passed and her inner journey deepened, Lucia felt that the transformation she had experienced couldn't remain solely within her. What she had discovered was far too precious to keep to herself. A new desire bloomed in her heart, to share that light with others who, like her once, might be searching for something greater, for meaning, for peace. Guided by this generous impulse, Lucia decided to create a warm, welcoming space, simple, yet full of purpose. She invited friends, co-workers, and acquaintances who had shown interest in spirituality and proposed forming a circle for meditation and study. The group met weekly in a small community hall, gently lit by candles, with soft music preparing everyone for moments of inner stillness. There, participants were invited to breathe, slow down, and connect with the divine presence within every human being. After meditation, Lucia led reflections based on passages from the Urantia book, especially those about the nature of God and the Universal Father's presence in each soul. With a calm, assured voice, she would always remind the group, "Just as I discovered the light that lives within me, I invite you to do the same." There is a divine spark in every human heart, waiting to be awakened. God is not distant. He lives in us, speaks to us through stillness, and guides us with infinite love. These gatherings became moments of profound transformation. People who had felt lost found solace. Others, who had been running on autopilot, rediscovered the value of pausing, of silence, of listening within. Many shared that during meditation, they felt a gentle, loving presence that soothed their pain and rekindled their hope. And now, reader, I ask you, If you had the chance to join a circle like this, would you make space in your life to hear what the divine might want to say to you? Have you ever considered that your own journey might one day inspire and heal others as well? Lucia's journey is a heartfelt invitation to reflection and transformation. Her story reminds us that even when the world outside feels loud, confusing, and rushed, there is a sacred silence within us where true peace resides. No matter how demanding daily life becomes, it is still possible to find direction, meaning, and serenity by reconnecting with the divine presence that lives inside us. Paper 2 of the Urantia book offers a powerful and transformative revelation. God is the universal Father, the eternal source of love, truth, and life. He is not a distant or unreachable being, but a living, loving presence who longs to communicate with each of us. This divine presence doesn't impose or judge, but patiently guides, illuminates with wisdom, and embraces with infinite compassion. Just as Lucia discovered, you too can begin this journey of self-knowledge and spirituality. The spark of God lives in you. All it takes is the first step. Quiet the mind, open the heart, and trust. In that sacred inner space, the greatest truth is revealed. You are a child of a Father who loves you unconditionally. If this message touched you in any way, don't keep it to yourself. Share the light and stay connected for more inspiring content.